Hey guys, this year my wife and I will celebrate 35 years of marriage. And I think we would both say that this has been one of the most pleasant years of marriage. And it's not because it's been an easy time, it's not because we haven't had stress or conflict to work through, things like that. It's that it seems like we're getting wiser in how we relate with one another in terms of forgiveness and care, love for one another, and patience with one another. So this year, as we've done some marital counseling with other couples, one of the things that seems to come up more often than not is that people are failing to see the connection between their own personal growth and the health of their marriage. I think that it's interesting if you look at Ephesians 5. In Ephesians 5 in the Bible is one of the most famous sections on marriage and on marriage roles. The Apostle Paul gives some exhortations to the women, and he gives some exhortations to the men in terms of the marital relationship. But before he does that, in verses 1 through 20 or something like that, he's talking about what it looks like to just be a godly person, to be a child of God, to be a Christian, what that looks like. And right before he teaches on marriage, it's interesting to me that he says to be filled with the Holy Spirit, to not be filled with wine, but instead to be filled with the Holy Spirit. See, the Lord wants us to come under the control of the Spirit of God so that we're exhibiting the fruit of the Spirit, love and peace and patience and kindness and self-control and goodness and faithfulness and all these kind of things. If we come under the control of the Holy Spirit in that sort of way, then all of our relationships are going to be better. We're going to be able to forgive one another. We're going to be able to be patient in conflict and work through difficulties. But if not, if we're weak in the Lord, then that's going to affect all of our relationships, and it's really going to affect marriage, because marriage is such a close relationship. We have all the stressors of raising children, finances, selfishness, all these different things. And so we really need the power of the Holy Spirit dwelling in us, the Spirit living the Christian life through us in order for us to be successful in marriage. My prayer today is that you would be the kind of person that is yielding himself or herself to the Holy Spirit, that you're turning from sin and selfishness, and that you're really endeavoring to love your spouse. Men, really seek to obey that admonition, that exhortation in Ephesians 5 to love your wife like Christ loved the church. That exhortation should humble us and bring us to our knees. And when we do that, when we love our wives as Christ loved the church, then it's going to be so much easier for our wives to submit to us and to follow our leadership. God bless you today.